Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're zooming in on something quite interesting: community, lifestyle, and how it all comes together around a place called Fika at Zululami Estate.
Hmm.
Our sources give us this great window into how a luxury development is, well, baking a specific social experience right into its core.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just, nice houses. It looks like they're actively trying to foster a particular way of living.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
we're looking beyond just, oh, there's a cafe, and trying to unpack how this Fika place really functions within the whole Zululami ecosystem.
that's right. And Zululami itself, up on the KwaZulu-Natal North Coast, it seems very deliberate in crafting this lifestyle. Fika looks like a pretty crucial piece of that puzzle.
Okay, so let's start with the name then. Fika. The source says it's Swedish, meaning something like take a break, have coffee or food with friends.
Yeah, basically a pause, a social pause.
Which is interesting straight away, isn't it? Taking this concept from, well, a totally different culture and planting it here, it signals it's not just any coffee shop.
Absolutely. It comes loaded with this idea of pausing, connecting,
Hmm?
and they highlight it as something special within Zululami. What strikes you about that choice?
Well, the intentionality you mentioned, it's not just grabbing a coffee, is it?
No, exactly. It's
Yeah.
about fostering a particular kind of interaction. The description calls it a stylish cafe in a relaxed, natural setting that suggests it's designed, really designed, to make you want to slow down.
Unwind, connect.
Right. Think about having a quick coffee there, surrounded by nature, feels different than, say, grabbing one from a busy street corner place. This feels built for lingering.
Morning coffee, maybe brunch, or even like an easy dinner with friends.
Seems like it covers all those bases,
Yeah.
making it more of a habit, maybe.
So it's aiming to be more than just, a handy amenity. It's actively trying to build that sense of togetherness.
Hmm.
The source calls it a community hub, a place where neighbors meet, friends gather, families relax. That feels pretty significant for a residential estate, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about what people often look for now when they buy a home. It's not just the bricks and mortar.
It's the feeling, the community.
Exactly. And the source mentions the security, the tranquility of Zululami
Yeah.
that sets the stage, creates a baseline of comfort. Fika then builds on that. It gives people a natural, attractive place to interact.
Like a focal point.
A focal point, yeah. And that phrase feels like an extension of their own home.
Mm.
That really says a lot, I think.
Yeah, it does. It suggests it's not just a place you go to, but part of how you actually live in the neighborhood.
It's woven into the daily rhythm.
So, what makes people want to hang out there? Let's talk about the actual dining experience. The text mentions an exquisite menu, local and international flavors, finest ingredients.
Right.
What does that tell us about Zulami's priorities? Seems pretty high end.
Well, the mix of local and international definitely suggests catering to a diverse crowd, which you'd expect in a luxury spot. People with different backgrounds, different tastes,
Makes sense.
and emphasizing the finest ingredients that underlines a commitment to quality. It signals Fika isn't just average, it's meant to be a step up.
And the variety, too. Light salads, hearty meals, gourmet coffee, even breakfast bowls and pastries are mentioned.
Yeah, that variety is key. It means Fika can work for different meals, different moods throughout the day. Makes it much easier to integrate into your routine, doesn't it? Not just a special occasion place.
Right. And the setting. Open plan seating overlooking lush greenery and beautiful landscapes. That sounds pretty appealing.
Oh, definitely. It's not just about the food on the plate, is it? That visual connection to the natural surroundings.
Mhm.
It must really boost that feeling of peace, of relaxation they're aiming for.
Yeah, you can picture it, having your coffee with that view.
Exactly. It adds a whole layer to the experience. It reinforces the whole lifestyle appeal of the estate. So you have to wonder, how much does that blend, the space, the view, the food, how much does that contribute to making it a real hub?
Sounds like it's pretty crucial. The source definitely frames Fika as, like, perfectly suited for the residents. It embodies that lifestyle they're selling: relax, recharge, connect,
Hmm.
and the convenience factor. Having it right there inside the estate, that's huge.
Oh, you can't underestimate convenience,
Yeah.
especially today. Having something high quality right on your doorstep.
Saves time, effort.
Right. You don't need to leave the secure bubble of the estate to have a nice meal or a good coffee break. It really locks in that feeling of a self-contained, desirable lifestyle.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit then to Zululami Estate itself. Described as sought after, North Coast, between forest and coastline. Big focus on privacy, security, comfort. Fika seems to slot right into that picture.
It really does. You
Nice.
have The other world-class amenities mentioned beach access, walking trails,
Mm.
sort of encourages an active outdoor life.
Right.
Fika then provides the social and food side of things,
Mm.
a place to gather after you've been on the trails or at the beach. It all works together.
Creates that ultimate lifestyle the text mentions.
Yeah, that's the package they're offering.
And the location itself, North Coast, KwaZulu-Natal, seems like a balance, right? Tranquil estate living, but
Okay.
still accessible.
That's crucial. The source points out it's close to Bolito shops, schools, medical stuff.
All the practical things.
Exactly. So you get the peace and quiet of the estate, the views, the facilities like Fika, without being totally cut off from modern conveniences. It tackles that potential downside of living somewhere more secluded.
So Fika adds another layer of convenience within that already well-placed environment.
Precisely. It lets residents really enjoy the benefits of Zululami without feeling isolated.
Okay, so if we pull it all together, Fika Zululami isn't just a cafe. It sounds like a really deliberately crafted piece of the whole lifestyle puzzle.
That's what the source strongly suggests, yeah.
Fostering community, offering convenience, quality, all in one spot.
Exactly. It seems to be where that desire for, quality living and a real sense of community come together at Zululami. It's presented as a major asset for residents.
The key differentiator for the estate.
Seems like it.
It really does sound like it could be the heart of the community there. A place, like the source says, just perfect for meals, catching up, or just relaxing in a beautiful setting. Really adds to the whole experience of living there.
It does. And it makes you think, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Could this kind of integrated high-quality social hub become more of a standard for luxury residential development?
Like a new benchmark?
Maybe. Fika seems to be setting a pretty high bar for what residents might start expecting, that blend of convenience and community right where you live. Not just in Bolito, maybe, but further afield, too.
Yeah. It definitely makes you consider how much spaces like that influence where you might want to live and the kind of lifestyle you're actually looking for. Something to think about.